You're probably saying, "Oh, what happened to Miss Gail? What is that?" I picked some good ones out of there this morning. Um, Actually, it was over where it was growing. And then I just cut the rest of it off, and I'm going to pick it up here in a minute and take it out to my chickens. They need a treat. But it is French sorrel. And let me show you what I did. Okay, it was growing in there, and I dug it out of there because for those of you that may just have come to my channel, I'm in the middle of, I have to move. So I'm trying to I want to take some of my plants with me. It is much worse for the wear, but I just transplanted it. I cut most of it off. When you're transplanting, and French sorrel, it did not transplant well before when I took it out of my herb wheel and when I moved my herb wheel. And then I put it over there in the olive box area. It took it a long time. It almost didn't survive. So I'm hoping I can keep it alive. I cut most of it off after I put it in there. And that way it can work more on repairing its roots and stuff, or holding on till I get it up the hill where I'm moving. And then I can transplant it into the ground. But I'm going to really have to baby it. Now, why am I wanting French sorrel so much? Well, French sorrel has a lot of antioxidants in it, which really helps you, oh boy, in so many ways. It's good for diabetes. It's good for a lot of different things. For those of you that are new, my garden is kind of a mess because I'm in the middle of moving, packing boxes. I'm not weeding or weed eating or anything. I'm just trying to get things ready to go. But back to the French sorrel, and that's not French sorrel we're looking at. It's actually one of my dahlias that has bloomed again. I just love it because it's yellow, kind of with a red tinge to it, whereas I've got red and yellow for my other dahlias in this area. But back to the French sorrel, the antioxidants in the French sorrel are really good for your heart. It helps to clear free radicals. We get free radicals in our body, and they cause all kinds of havoc in our body. It's a long explanation, but they're, I don't know if you'd call it a molecular wet that breaks loose from the main compound, and it just causes a lot of damage in the body. But French sorrel has the antioxidants that help to, you could kind of think of like a Pac-Man eating all the little the little free radicals is the way I would try to describe it to you. And the main thing, I really like French sorrel. Sometimes when I don't have any other greens in the summer, I have to wait for my winter garden for a lot of my greens, but I'll have French sorrel in the summer, and that's a nice green to put in stir fries and on sandwiches and in salads, and just however you can use your imagination to eat it. It has kind of a lemony flavor almost to it. I don't want to pick off too many more leaves here right now, or I'd pick one off and eat it, but it needs a few leaves to be able to process and repair itself. But yeah, it has a good lemony flavor, and it's really good to eat. The young, of course, as with most plants, the young tender leaves are the best in a salad. Now your bigger leaves that are a little bit tougher, they're still not really tough though, but a little bit maybe, those are good to slice up for your stir fries or something like that. But French sorrel, it's a good herb. There's another type of sorrel I've talked about in some of my earlier videos called wood sorrel. I don't have too much of that left. Here's some down here. It almost looks like clover, but it's got, if you'll look at a clover, it has round leaves, and these have heart-shaped. Do you see the little heart shape on it? They look like little hearts that are connected. And that has a more astringent lemony flavor. It's called wood sorrel. It's still good. I've made wood sorrel syrup. They have little yellow flowers in the spring. These are kind of poor looking here. They get a little bit bigger than that, and they have little yellow flowers, and they're the best in early spring. I've made a syrup with them and stuff too. But that I used to use these and search them out before I got my French sorrel. Now I just use my French sorrel. She does not like the dog. Now the other cat just lays there and doesn't run. She knows there's a fence between her and the dog in there, so she likes my garden because she doesn't like the dog. She's very anti-dog, whereas the other cat was raised with dogs and doesn't care. You know, it doesn't run from them, so they don't chase them. But this one, she don't like him. For those of you that didn't see my other videos, my garden is being dismantled, and so it's not as pretty to look at right now. But I did want to keep up on my videos best I can while I can, and talk a little bit about at least one herb today. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, it's free, and we will catch you all next time.